Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh man, I'm so used to making videos in the morning. It is 1:43 here, February 6th on a Saturday, and we're gonna take a quick look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, try to see and assess the situation here in the light of what happened recently and the price movement that's we've been watching for a bit here. So Ethereum right now, we're obviously seeing a retracement right now because of what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually reaching another critical level. I would say it's more of a zone, but if we zoom out here a bit, just so you can see where we're at exactly, maybe we'll go to the 6 hour. So this is it right now, right? We were stuck in this descending triangle. This is very high level, I would say, higher time frame kind of analysis, right? So we are seeing that we broke out of that, obviously, a couple of weeks ago. We went down to retest it, and then we shot right back up, and actually we reached the top right now. So this is the level that's actually the most critical when it comes to Bitcoin actually deciding whether we're gonna go up or down. So we reached that level, and now we're finding that anticipated resistance. Obviously, we do anticipate to see a lot of resistance here. This whole zone over here, from the 40,000 to all the way down, I would say to the 38,600, is where we're going to see a lot of fluctuation in the price and a lot of volatility. We've been obviously just shooting upwards with no problems. We've been breaking all these levels and all these resistances as we go up. We're having a couple of I would say half a days that are where we're either going sideways or to the bottom a bit just to retrace. But for the most part, we've been shooting up 100%, no stopping, and the sellers were absolutely powerless, basically. So now we're seeing here, we're reaching all the way here. So we reached the 40,000. We peaked right through it, right? We got all the way to the 40,973, so almost 41,000. And we're seeing that retracement right now, which is rightfully so, right? We definitely do anticipate that. And we're trying to figure out right now if Bitcoin is to continue to go up, which I think we do need to see that retracement happen. But if for Bitcoin to continue to go up, we definitely need to go above the 39,940, which we did, but we saw that sellers came in right away and started selling it off. So if we're going to smaller time frames here, maybe at the 2 hour. So when we peaked, right? So this is the 40K right here, over here. So I'm just gonna draw a quick line. Maybe I'll just move this a bit to the side. So if we saw Bitcoin actually peak right above the 40K over here, right? Went all the way up, went up, came back, and boom, shot right back up. And then right away, we're seeing that on the 2 hour candle, right away, sellers came right back in. So we had that pump above, and then all the way here, and then the sellers actually brought us all the way back down here, almost to 90% of the price action. And we're seeing that, obviously right after that, the indecisiveness in the market. And we see that everywhere, basically, right? As soon as we go up, we have a nice candle with the body, and the body's extended, the open and the closing are actually far away from each other. If we see that the next candle is actually boom, goes right back down, we always have indecisiveness. And by indecisiveness, we're seeing that you're having a candle that looks like this. The body's actually narrow, and you do have a line piercing right through it, right? And what that's telling you is that, look, we opened here, we went all the way up to the top, and we actually went all the way to the bottom. Then we closed somewhere close to where we actually opened the pricing for that candle, right? So that's telling you that neither the buyers or the sellers are actually in power right now. Everybody's thinking, everybody's deciding, right? So that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing this candle going up right away, shot right back down, 90%, not fully all the way down. We're seeing that indecisiveness, and now we're actually going to see some sort of a very critical movement. Is Bitcoin going to go all the way up to 40K? Again, are we going to have one of those candles over here where it's something like this, right? Something like this. It's going to be a green candle, boom. And are we going to have some sort of a wick to the bottom like this? We're going to see something like this, right? Obviously not all the way down here, but maybe something like this, where it's a nice hammer candle, right? So when we see a hammer candle like this, what this is telling us that, look, we actually opened the price right here. maybe somewhere here. So this is where we had it, right? We opened the price right here. We went all the way up, and the sellers actually tried to bring us back down all the way down here to the 39,000 or whatever, and then the sellers came back in, the buyers came back in and actually pushed the price way back up, right? So that's a very good sign of a buyers actually controlling the market and actually coming right back in. So right now we have an hour left on the 2-hour chart, and we want to see what happens. How's this? This is going to be a very conclusive candle telling us where Bitcoin wants to go, right? So if this candle continues to go down here and we don't see a wick to the bottom indicating the buyers came in, then I think a continued retracement back to these levels over here, which I think would still keep us bullish, right? So if we go down to the 38,800, I think we're still going to find the support somewhere along this guy, right? So we've been finding, we go up and then we retrace back to it. Then we go up, retrace back to it. We go all the way up, retrace back to it, find that support all along the way. And now I think, we created so much distance here between it that even if we go back, we have a healthy, this is what I call a healthy retracement, because it does retrace, but it still continues to remain bullish. We know where the next anticipated price is. So we're going back down if this, if whatever happens with this candle over here, if we break below this level again, I think if we break below these levels right here, even below this candle right here, right? So below the 39,500, if we revisit that area, then I think, and we break below it, then I think that's going to be a continued retracement. So now if we're going to maybe check our EMAs and, the EMA, the MACD and RSI and everything, we're seeing that on the 2-hour, we're already seeing that retracement happen. We're seeing that, the buyers had their momentum for a bit since, all the way to, for almost 2 days, right? And it looks like it is down ticking and we're losing that strength. So do we have enough strength to continue to go up? It doesn't look like on this guy. If we go to the 3-hour, we're seeing the same thing, is that these guys had their momentum for the longest time. And now we saw a down tick happen. Our weighted MACD, right, which is just a more sensitive MACD. So if we go here and go down here, our weighted MACD is just showing you the cross in terms of is just taking those histogram bars and actually finding the average for those of this guy over here. So if you see a cross happening here on this side, it's telling you that, hey, look, this MACD that you're looking at compared to whatever values you've been having here for the past whatever time period, your MACD is actually starting to, on average, go down below its average input, right? So that's what's happening here too. So showing us that we are almost going to, we did cross over, but we need this candle to close. We have 8 minutes to close on the 3-hour. We have how much here? An hour and a bit. On the 1-hour chart, we're seeing that, we're seeing that this is the critical level we're looking at. We're looking at the 21 EMA. We're finding that support at it too. And right now we clearly, the buyers actually came in at this level. So I think any break below this candle again, so the 39,500 is not going to be, it's just going to fully indicate that, hey, we're actually reversing. And if we're reversing, I think we're going to go back down to somewhere towards the 38,673. So that's with Bitcoin, right? And we're seeing this right here, that the stochastic RSI is all the way in the bottom. So is our RSI going to hold? Because for the longest time here, if we're looking at the 2-hour, I'm looking, maybe if I take out my stochastic, we're looking, that we've been having those higher highs as we go up, right? We've been moving this way, and then we kind of capped it out over here, right? So I can see the RSI actually continue to go down, and we still remain bullish. Same thing, we might have a higher low, and that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. So now how does that reflect on Ethereum, right? So if we go to Ethereum, we're seeing some sort of a different story, because obviously, a lot of people have more interest in the second largest coin in terms of market cap. And we see a lot of the times where Bitcoin used to go down, Ethereum actually would have more buyers coming in here. So it's funneling, right? That between those pairs you're having, whenever Bitcoin goes down, people sell it off, it goes to Ethereum and actually pumps it up, because for the longest time here, obviously we've been having, continued higher lows as we go up, right? So with Ethereum, for example, Now, there's some sort of an inverse kind of a correlation in terms of how these two coins actually operate. So this is for Ethereum, right? Ethereum's been having higher lows as we move forward with a consistent ceiling of where the buy or where the sellers come in, right? They drive us down at the same area every single time, same exact area, but the buyers come in at different prices. However, with Bitcoin over on this side, for the longest time, we're having the buyers coming at this consistent spot, the 30K, but the sellers are driving us down as we move forward. So that's the relationship that Ethereum has currently with Bitcoin. And right now, obviously, Ethereum actually did break above, and we actually don't even know. There's no ceiling at this point, right? There's no ceiling. It's just price discovery, and this thing can just literally shoot right back up and continue to go up, right? Because we're at a different kind of circumstance right now. Before this, it was very clear from all-time highs previously that Ethereum's all-time highs or the major resistance is going to be somewhere around, 1,380 all the way up to 1,475, and we just broke above it. So now what we're seeing here, if we go in and maybe also go to the 2-hour again, because if you remember on the Bitcoin chart, we were seeing that I'm sorry, I don't like moving the chart too much, so bear with me. We're seeing that Ethereum, so with Bitcoin, you just saw how on all time frames we've been going down except for Ethereum. It's actually pushing upwards. So in terms of how that is going to play out, we're obviously seeing that the weighted MACD in terms of the weighted MACD is actually ticking upwards. We're going to have a crossover soon. We're having a less of a downward momentum compared to previous, from the beginning, so a couple of days ago. And we're seeing that, that momentum to the bottom side is actually also decreasing. So it's actually a very good sign for Ethereum. So right now, in terms of the price action and where the candlesticks are hanging at and how all that is happening, we're definitely, so previously here, we obviously had that breakout above. We went all the way up. Why? Because we were stuck in this a symmetrical wedge that's pointing to the horizontal. We will go all the way up, come back down, up, down, and then right over on this side, we saw that we actually broke above. And as soon as we broke above this level, so if I maybe zoom in a bit, right here, as soon as we broke above this level, and that's why you see me, I have these two lines over here, because as soon as we broke above this guy, so the 1,677, Ethereum actually shot right up. So people were looking at the same chart, right? They're looking at the same pattern and they're buying based according to how it actually performed. So as soon as we saw that, hey, oh, look, by the way, we're actually pushing up here. We're supposed to have a lower high, but no, we actually reached on this side over here, we reached the same high. So we went all the way above when we actually pierced through it a bit. And that's all we actually needed. We needed to see a quick, just a jump in and out. And that's what happened with Ethereum. And as soon as we broke the 1,676, we saw Ethereum actually shoot right back up. And now we're stuck in this same thing, actually. We're stuck in the same support line. And we're being driven down now more of a where the buyers are coming in at higher rates as we go down. So these are the key levels for Ethereum, right? I wouldn't say, I'm not going to say this is 100% going to go up or down, because we're obviously in very highly volatile areas where we still need to see signs if Ethereum is actually going to continue to move upwards or no. On Bitcoin, it's looking like we want to retrace, but on Ethereum, we're actually still finding that support already. So right now, two specific levels for Ethereum, I would say the 1,719 and the 1,674. If we actually do, we're stuck in this range right now. If we actually do break above this guy, so if you see Ethereum going up all the way here to the 1,719, and when you see it peeking through it a bit and continue just for a bit, for maybe an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, then that's very bullish for Ethereum. However, if Ethereum breaks below the 1,677, which is the same exact line that we actually broke above here, so we know that this is a very significant and a critical support line right now for Ethereum. So that's what's going to happen. We might continue to retrace back down to the 1,673, stay there for a bit and see what happens. That will also we would still remain bullish on Ethereum. That doesn't mean that we're actually turning bearish or is having a major retracement. But If we actually break below this level, then it's a completely different story, because now it's looking like the sellers actually did come in, and then this pattern over here is being kind of invalidated. So support at the 1,673 and resistance at the 1,720. Any break above or below this price, we will have a significant move towards the area of the breakout. So yeah, these are the important key levels. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if there's something on the chart that I didn't touch upon that could be important. And yeah, if you like this video, please press the like button, comment, share, and subscribe, and just stay tuned for the videos we're going to put out today. Thank you for watching.